You are turning me on. Don't touch me there.
What if the person you're drawn to the most is also the one who could destroy you? Jasmine Carter froze, heart hammering against her ribs as the dim light of the restaurant flickered overhead. Her hands shook as she refilled a glass of red wine for a table she couldn't see, but she didn't care about the customers. She only cared about him. Hyun-Jae Kim leaned against the counter, sharp eyes scanning her every movement. His presence was suffocating, magnetic, dangerous. A low chuckle escaped him when she dropped the bottle, the clink echoing through the emptying dining room. "You're clumsy tonight," he said, voice smooth but edged with command. She looked up, cheeks flushing, heart catching. Her words faltered. Heat rushed through her at the nearness, the unspoken weight between them. "You're turning me on," she whispered, barely audible. "Don't touch me there." He smirked, unbothered, letting a single finger hover inches from her arm, teasing, almost touching. The tension was electric, unbearable. Every instinct screamed to pull away, yet every part of her wanted to stay. The restaurant door slammed open. Rachel's voice called out, but Jasmine barely registered it. All she could see was Jay's shadow, the dark line of his jaw, the dangerous curve of his hand. A sudden crash from the kitchen startled them both. Jasmine whirled, sending a tray clattering to the floor. Jay caught it effortlessly, the muscle in his arm flexing. Their eyes met. Intense, sharp longing. Later, alone in the dim back room, Jasmine leaned against the counter, trembling. Flashbacks of her first heartbreak, betrayal by someone she'd trusted with her life, clawed through her mind. Could she let herself be drawn to this man? He was everything she shouldn't want, everything her instincts screamed danger about. Jay appeared behind her silently, close enough that she could feel the heat radiating from him. She tensed, trapped between fear and desire. He whispered her name, and it was impossible not to shiver. I can't, she breathed. But the words were weak against the pull between them. Suddenly, her phone buzzed violently. A message from Evelyn Carter flashed. Asterisk, we need to talk.
Now.
You're in danger if you stay with him. Asterisk. Jasmine's hands shook as she read it. She looked up at Jay, whose expression darkened the room more than the shadows ever could. The pull, the temptation, the dangerous heat between them. It all felt like a trap. Then came the sound of glass breaking in the dining room. Jay's eyes snapped toward the noise. Jasmine turned her head slowly and froze. Marcus Reed was standing there, arms crossed, smirk cruel and knowing. "You didn't think you could hide him from me, did you?" Marcus said, voice low and deadly. Jasmine's stomach plummeted. The air felt thick, suffocating. Betrayal hung over her like a storm cloud she couldn't escape. Jay's hand found her wrist, firm, possessive. "Stay behind me," he said, eyes sharper than knives. And just like that, the world shattered into 1,000 pieces she didn't know how to pick up. "I know you're on the edge of your seat, and we're getting right back to it. But first, if you're hooked on this Afro-Korean journey, take 1 second to like this video and subscribe. And while you're there, tell me in the comments, which country are you watching this story from?" Jasmine's breath caught as Marcus stepped closer, his smirk never faltering. Jay's grip on her wrist tightened slightly, a silent warning that Marcus was crossing a line. "You really think you can just waltz in here?" Jay's voice was low, dangerous. Every word vibrated with threat. "This is my world, not yours." Marcus chuckled darkly, leaning against the counter, eyes flicking to Jasmine in a way that made her skin crawl. "Oh, I know whose world this is," he said, voice smooth but venomous. "But sometimes even kings have cracks in their armor." Jasmine swallowed hard, trying to steady herself. Her pulse raced, heart thudding against her chest. She felt trapped between two dangerous men, and the thrill, terrifying as it was, made her body betray her. Flashbacks invaded her mind. Her mother, Evelyn, whispering secrets she wasn't ready to hear. Her father's sudden disappearance. Her first love. The betrayal that had left her questioning trust. Every memory intertwined with fear and longing, feeding the chaos of the present. Jae's hand slipped from her wrist to her shoulder, steadying her. His eyes softened, just slightly, revealing a depth she had no right to see. "You don't have to face him alone," he murmured. Jasmine wanted to believe him, to let herself lean into the pull of safety mixed with danger, but doubt lingered like smoke in the room. She took a shuddering step back, nearly colliding with a table. Marcus' gaze followed her, sharp, calculating. "She's fragile," he said, almost to himself. "Easier to break than you think." Jae's eyes snapped to Marcus, and the room seemed to tighten around them. "Leave. Now," he ordered, voice final, leaving no room for argument. For a long, tense moment, Marcus simply stared, then finally gave a slow, deliberate nod. "For now," he said, before retreating into the shadows of the restaurant. The door slammed behind him, echoing like a warning. Jasmine leaned against the counter, trembling. Jae's hand remained on her shoulder, grounding her, but she could feel the storm of emotions swirling in him. Anger, obsession, desire. You can't keep doing this," she whispered, voice breaking. "Getting involved with someone like you." Jae's lips curved into a ghost of a smile, dangerous and magnetic. "I'm already involved," he said softly. "And so are you." Jasmine's mind raced, heart torn between fear and something deeper, darker. The line between danger and desire had blurred, and she could feel herself teetering on the edge of a precipice she didn't know if she wanted to step away from. Then her phone buzzed again. A new message from Rachel. Asterisk, "I saw him with someone else. You need to be careful. He's not who he says he is." Asterisk. Jasmine's stomach dropped. The past, present, and possible future collided in her chest. Her head spun with betrayal, mistrust, and something more primal. An addictive pull toward Jae she couldn't deny. And before she could even respond, the lights flickered violently, plunging the restaurant into shadow. Footsteps approached fast, deliberate, heavy, and familiar. Jasmine's blood ran cold. Jasmine's pulse raced as the footsteps drew nearer, echoing through the empty restaurant like a warning drum. She pressed herself against the counter, eyes wide, heart hammering. Jae stepped in front of her, his silhouette a shield against the encroaching danger. "Stay behind me," he ordered, voice sharp and protective. The door creaked open slowly. A figure appeared, unexpected, familiar, and unwelcome. Evelyn Carter, Jasmine's mother, walked in with a purposeful stride, her eyes cold, calculating. "Mom," Jasmine's voice trembled. "What are you doing here?" Evelyn's gaze swept over her daughter and then lingered on Jae. A flicker of recognition and disdain passed through her eyes. "We need to talk," she said, voice flat, almost mechanical. "Alone." Jae's jaw tightened. "Not without me," he said, tone unyielding. He didn't move, didn't blink, radiating danger. Evelyn's lips curved into a small, knowing smile. "You've been keeping secrets," she said, looking at Jasmine, "and they're about to catch up with you." Jasmine's chest constricted. Memories of family betrayals, lies, and hidden truths rose like smoke in her mind. Every instinct screamed to run, but she couldn't. Not with Jae's protective presence anchoring her in place. "You always protect him," Evelyn continued, eyes narrowing. "Even when it's killing you." Jae's hand brushed against Jasmine's back, steadying, possessive. "We can handle this," he said quietly, though the tension in his shoulders betrayed his own unease. Jasmine wanted to believe him. She needed to. But the fear clawing at her chest was relentless. Family secrets, betrayal, and danger, an inescapable storm, swirled around them. Evelyn stepped closer, voice low. "There's more you don't know. About your father. About your past. About him." Her gaze flicked to Jae, sharp and deliberate. Jasmine's stomach twisted. Her father's disappearance, her mother's lies, and now this man, Jae, looming between them, a dangerous yet irresistible force. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed from the kitchen. Jasmine spun toward the sound, only to see Rachel standing there, eyes wide, holding a torn envelope. I found this, Rachel stammered, hands shaking. It's about Jae. About everything. Jasmine's breath caught. Jae's face darkened, unreadable, shadowed. Rachel's next words hung in the air, a blade poised to cut everything apart. He's hiding something that could ruin all of us. Jae's hand gripped Jasmine's wrist. Ignore it, he said, voice a low growl. Trust me. Jasmine's head spun. Trust? Betrayal? Desire?
Don't she?
Every thought collided into a single, suffocating point. Then came the sound of her phone vibrating violently on the counter. She picked it up, eyes scanning the message. Asterisk, he's not just dangerous. He's planning something. Stay away, or everything you love dies. Asterisk. Her heart froze. And in that instant, Jae's lips brushed against her ear. Warm, possessive. No one will touch you, he whispered. Not while I'm here. Jasmine's world tilted. Between fear, desire, and betrayal, she didn't know which way was safe, but she knew one thing for certain. Nothing would ever be the same again. The night air hit Jasmine like a wall as she stepped outside the restaurant, Jae close behind her. Her hands trembled, the envelope Rachel had shown her still burning in her mind. Every step felt heavier than the last. Jae's presence was suffocating, yet intoxicating. The dark lines of his jaw, the way his eyes never left her. Protective, possessive, dangerous. She hated herself for the thrill running through her veins. You can't keep running from this, Jae said, voice low, almost a growl. Not from me, not from your past. Jasmine swallowed hard. I don't know if I can trust anyone anymore, she admitted. Not you. Not my mother. Not even Rachel. Jae reached for her hand, fingers brushing hers, deliberate and warm. Trust isn't given, he said. It's taken. And I'm not letting anyone hurt you, not ever. Her chest tightened. Between fear and desire, the pull toward him was unbearable. She wanted to believe him, wanted to surrender to the tension that had been building between them since the first moment he entered the restaurant. Then a sharp honk cut through the night. Jasmine spun around, heart racing, to see a black SUV parked across the street. Marcus leaned against it, watching them, smirk twisting into something darker, calculating. You're playing a dangerous game, he called out, voice carrying over the night air. Careful, someone's going to lose. Jae's jaw tightened. He stepped forward, blocking Marcus from getting any closer. Not her. Not this time. Jasmine felt the world tilt again. Between the Mafia threats, family secrets, and the impossible pull toward Jae, her life had become a precarious balancing act. Every heartbeat was danger. Every glance was temptation. Her phone buzzed once more, another message from Evelyn. Asterisk, you don't know the half of it.
He's not who you think he is.
Get out, Jasmine, before it's too late. Asterisk. The words hit her like ice. And then Jae's hand covered hers, firm, possessive. Stay with me, he whispered. No one will hurt you. Not while I'm here. Jasmine's breath caught. Her pulse was racing, her mind a storm of fear, desire, and uncertainty. The darkness surrounding them, the secrets, the lies, the threats, pulled her in. And in that moment, she realized she couldn't walk away, no matter how dangerous it was. Suddenly, the SUV's engine roared to life. Marcus leaned out the window, eyes glinting in the streetlight. This isn't over, he warned, before speeding away into the night. Jasmine sank to the curb, hands clutching her knees. Her body shook, not just from fear, but from the intoxicating tension that Jae exuded. He knelt beside her, strong, steady, protective, and impossible to resist. You're mine, he said quietly, eyes dark, unwavering. And I don't share what's mine. Jasmine's head spun. Desire, fear, betrayal, obsession. They tangled together, suffocating, addictive, unstoppable. Then her phone buzzed again. A new message from Rachel. Asterisk, you have to see this now. It's about Jae. Everything is falling apart. Asterisk. Jasmine's heart plummeted. And in that instant, Jae's lips found hers, claiming, desperate, dangerous. Her world tilted. The pull of love and danger, trust and betrayal, desire and fear, all colliding into one inescapable moment. Jasmine's hands shook as she held the torn envelope Rachel had given her. Every word, every secret inside, felt like a punch to the chest. Her father's disappearance, her mother's lies, and the truth about Jae's past, all colliding in her mind like a storm. Jae's eyes never left her, dark and intense, a mixture of anger, desire, and something unspoken. Whatever it says, whatever they want you to believe, trust me, he murmured, voice low, magnetic. Jasmine wanted to. She wanted to believe that he was her protector, her anchor. But betrayal had carved deep trenches in her heart, and doubt clawed at her. I don't know if I can, she whispered, voice breaking. Suddenly, Evelyn appeared, phone in hand, a smug, unreadable expression. You really think you know him? Do you think you've ever known the full story? Jasmine's chest tightened. Every instinct screamed danger. Every memory of lies and secrets, the ones that had haunted her since childhood, exploded inside her. Jae stepped forward, shielding her. Back off, he said, voice low, dangerous. She's not yours to manipulate. Evelyn's eyes narrowed. You're both fools if you think secrets can stay hidden forever. Then came the sound of a car skidding outside. Marcus appeared, storming toward them, face twisted with rage and calculation. It's over, Jae. Everything you've built, everything she trusts is mine. The world seemed to tilt. Jasmine's heart hammered as she realized just how far the danger had reached. The lines between love, obsession, trust, and betrayal had blurred completely. Jae's hands found hers, gripping tight, possessive, unrelenting. I told you, he said, eyes dark with fire. I don't let anyone hurt what's mine. Jasmine felt the pull of safety and desire, fear and longing, crashing into her like waves. She realized something terrifying and beautiful. She had never wanted someone this badly and never feared losing them this completely. Evelyn's smirk faltered as Jae stepped closer, confidence radiating, power unmistakable. Marcus's smirk twisted into a grimace. Both threats frozen, momentarily paralyzed by the undeniable force between Jasmine and Jae. Jasmine swallowed hard, heart pounding. I choose you, she said, voice trembling, raw with emotion. All of you. The danger, the passion, the chaos. I choose you. Jae's lips brushed hers, gentle at first, then claiming, fierce, protective. The storm of tension, fear, desire, and betrayal coalesced into a single, devastating moment of connection. Evelyn's phone buzzed, her expression darkened, and Marcus finally backed away, smirk replaced with reluctant respect. The threats hadn't vanished, but the moment between Jasmine and Jae created a line no one dared cross. Jasmine rested her forehead against Jae's chest, trembling. The chaos of the past, the darkness of secrets, the pull of forbidden attraction, all of it had led here. And for the first time, she felt a flicker of peace amidst the storm. Jae's hands framed her face, eyes locking on hers. You're safe.
For now.
But know this, his voice dropped to a whisper, a promise and a warning intertwined. I will always protect what's mine. Jasmine's chest rose and fell, heart still racing. She understood the danger wasn't gone. The betrayals, secrets, and obsessions would follow them. But in that moment, she embraced it all. The fear, the passion, the dark romance, because she had chosen it, and him. And as the night settled over Los Angeles, the city lights reflected in their eyes, she realized a painful, beautiful truth. Love was never simple. It was dangerous. It was dark. And it was utterly worth every heartbeat. If you've been on this emotional roller coaster from start to finish, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below which part had your heart racing the most. Your next binge-worthy Afro-Korean journey awaits, and I promise the twists will keep you on edge.